Hey guys, this is my first run on Iroha's intersecting wheels. This run is going to be both a showcase of Iroha's FR as well as how powerful it is when it's combined with both Lunafreya's quick prayer as well as Cid's EX. And really you can use the same party and same approach to beat virtually almost every Shinryu stage to date, because this combo is extremely powerful, and you'll see why later on. So the key here is having Lunafreya in your main party and her setting up, and for this you need Lunafreya with both her LD as well as a BT+. I put Lunafreya in party slot number 3, she can also work in party slot number 1. The only difference then is which prayer you will actually be using later on. The first turn with Lunafreya is mainly using her to charge both the summon and FR meter, and she can easily bring both to 100% by the end of her turn. What I tend to do is, out of her 4 LD charges that she has, I use the first 2 to do some sort of rotation where I go between her S1 and S2 and EX to charge both her summon and FR meter, but before using her third LD, so when there's 2 more LD skill users remaining, what I do is use down her S1 until it has 1 skill remaining, and that's because you won't need to use it ever again in the rest of the fight, so you might as well spam it there to charge both the meters at once. As Lunafreya is doing her thing with her S1, just quick mention also that I will be, as always, listing alternatives to the setup in the video description as well. So if you're missing 1 or 2 pieces of the components here, do check out the video description to see potential alternatives that you can use in your party. Once that is done, I use her second last LD charge to set up her BT plus without increasing the turn count. The main reason to use the BT plus there is her BT aura increases the duration of her buffs by 1 turn. So right after that, it's important to use heavy prayer on Cid right there, and then using the last LD here, because it's also boosted by her BT aura, will provide 3 turns of quick prayer instead of the usual 2 turns of quick prayer buff. Finally, in her final LD rotation here, because my FR meter is close to 100%, I decided not to use her S1 anymore and instead just spam the attacks. However, you must make sure that you remember to use her final heavy prayer on Iroha before you end Lunafreya's turn. So with this cast of heavy prayer, both Cid Highwind and Iroha are now buffed with the +1 duration of both heavy and quick prayer, and setup is complete. So with this you can just proceed to end Iroha's turn. The second turn that you want is Iroha, so you might want to reset the turn order at the start until you get a turn order of Luna followed by Iroha followed by Cid Highwind. On Iroha's turn, what I did is just spam 3 of her LDs, because that seems to be her heaviest damaging attacks. Alternatively, you can also use her EX twice followed by her LD, but I find that it's just easier to just keep spamming her LD 3 times. And on her final turn, this is where you want to set her FR, but before that, don't forget to use the Cait Sith LD call. If you don't have the Cait Sith LD call, just use another debuffing call that lands a debuff on the enemies that would increase the HP damage that you can do. Examples will include Seymour, Raijin, or Dark Knight Cecile LD Call. Now the following is going to be a showcase of why Iroha's FR is very good. The key is that her FR conditional only requires you to be at max health or more and have at least 20% of your brave or max brave at the start of your turn, both of which you can easily fulfill. And just by having that, you will get a plus 50% on your turn. With quick charges such as Lunafreya's S1 or Charlotta's S1, they may not do any damage, but those moves will also plus 50% the force gauge bonus. So in total, if you use a quick charge move such as what I'm doing here, you'll get 50% from that combined with Iroha's 50% for a total of 100% per turn. Now coming to Cid's turn.
This is Sparta!
Sorry, couldn't help myself. If you have set up Lunafreya's quick and heavy player buff after her BT plus aura is up, you can actually get 4 Cid EX in a row. So I've just used one, and right here I'll be popping Bahamut summon to use the remaining 3. Before using the last 3, I used the Prishe LD call, and this significantly boosts Cid's EX damage output. The reason why I didn't use the Prishe call earlier is because the call will only last for 3 of Cid's turns, so it's better to save it for the final 3 EX. The 4 EX in total, not even counting Prishe LD call damage, did 152 million damage split across 2 enemies. And for as stated, as always, if the videos were helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, it really helps a lot. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next Shinryu fight. Bye!